In the last video we have seen how to create a class, create an object and access the functions inside the class using the object. Now let us declare one more function. This function is a very special function. This is called constructor function method. So constructor method is nothing but it is a special type of method. Whenever we create an object, this function is automatically called. So this we should have to call using the object, this method, but this one we can automatically call. Let us see how it works. Self, and let us say print anything, you are welcome. Now let us first press F5. Now let us create the object for the student class. So as soon as I press enter, you are welcome. So constructor method is a special kind of method which will be called as soon as you have created an object to the class. So actually constructor methods or functions are useful to initialize the data. So suppose if you are opening an account in any bank, your first balance should be 0, credit should be 0, debit should be 0, and the number of days should be 0. So to initialize the initial values, you use the constructor. So as soon as you create it, all these values will be initialized. Suppose the bank is giving $20 in your balance if you create an account in that bank. So we will be initializing your balance with $20. So as soon as you created an account, your balance will be $20. So this constructor method is used to initialize the initial values. So let us see. Suppose we can also, let me delete this. So we have created a class and we will see example like define init. So self and name and age. Now let us set the data. Name is equal to name dot age is equal to age. Now print, actually we are doing the same thing with the constructor function. The name is and the age is dot format name comma age. Okay, now let us call it. So now let us create s1 is equal to student. So as soon as, let us see, there is error because see it is calling a function student. Here we can pass the values name. Now Peter comma age is, let us say, 16. So while the creation of the object itself, you can pass the values because the function is automatically called when the object is created. So the name is Peter and the age is 16. So this is the use of, let us just initialize the values. Like we can say balance is equal to 0 and credit is equal to 55. Let us say, for example, we'll be seeing a better example in the upcoming sessions. Now let us press esco. Now we will be creating an object called s and pass the parameter colon comma 45. The name is Colin and the age is 45. Now let us see what is the balance. S dot balance. Spelling mistake. It should be self dot balance. Okay, self dot balance is equal to, and self dot credit is equal to. And now press F5, call the function. Let me bring the screen little bit up. And now if you create udent nt and pause something better, comma 45. Now let us check the balance. So balance is 0. And one more, what is the one more is credit. Let us check the credit. As soon as you are joining, you are getting some credit. Credits are 55. So like this, constructor methods, always remember, or used main purpose of that is to initialize the values whenever the object is created, and the constructor method is automatically called when the object is created. Those two things you should have to remember. These are very special methods or functions available in the class in Python. These are all called magic methods, and we'll be seeing one by one slowly. Hope you understood. Keep practicing. Meet you in the next video.